Plus here. I am here with my big brother. All you guys know me. Oh, man, I stopped hitting the mic. My bad. That was probably really loud. All you guys know me because of my love for Christian hip hop. I got my love for Christian hip hop from this guy right here.
Hey.
Bernard, say what's up to
What's good?
the people. I don't know why it keeps doing this. It keeps flipping us sideways. It's hating on us, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me see if I can let's see if it stays this time.
Maybe a feature that Restream could hit a lock button on there.
Hey, we doing this on the phone. It's not through the Restream app. I don't know if there is a Restream app.
That might be.
It might be. Okay.
Be.
But anyway, like I was saying, this guy is the reason why I fell in love with Christian hip hop. I think you had an album at the crib like 93, 94. It was black and it was red.
Yes, it was Barry G.
Barry G.
Barry G had a
It
black.
flipped again. It won't let us win. I'm just gonna hold it.
Yeah, that's cool. He had a black and red album, and it was a space on it. And I remember like it was yesterday. And across the top in yellow lettering, it said it had Barry G, his name on it. And I don't know if Barry G was part of Grapetree or not. I feel like part of me says that yes, he was part of Grapetree. But anyway, regardless, I'm gonna say that was probably the first Christian hip hop album I bought. If not the first, it was the second, and maybe the first was Fred Lynch. Give me the plant.
Shout out Fred Lynch.
Fred Lynch.
Fred Lynch, man.
The very first albums that I've ever bought of Christian hip hop, and I want to say it was probably early 90s.
Okay.
If not 89 perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still messing around. I'm listening to you, V.
Yeah,
I'm just
so-
trying to,
No, it's all good. Keep doing what you're doing.
yeah, we good now.
Yeah, so yeah, to me, I felt like that was the early stages of Christian hip hop that I was able to purchase because I knew it existed.
Right.
Because you had back then Preachers in Disguise, PID.
PID, yeah.
And that was like in '85. So I didn't know, I couldn't get my hands on it because mom and dad wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
But I would hear about it because of the Stellar Awards or something like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, like that's kind of like my introduction to Christian hip hop.
Yeah, man. So I saw that album. I do remember, I think the first album, or I'll say this, the early album that I remember was, it wasn't Gospel Gangsters, it was God's Original Gangsters.
Yep.
And they had a song on there, it was about like the rapture or something. That one was so scary. I was like 9 years old. 9? Was that 9? Something like that, 9 or 10 years old. And that song was very scary. And also, around that time, that's when you brought Cross Movement into the house. Heaven's Mentality.
Heaven's Mentality? No, it was actually the House of Representatives was the first one that I bought.
Yep, and then we went back.
And then we got Heaven's Mentality.
Yeah, you're right.
And then it was the other one that came out after that, the Hospital joint.
Yep, so now we moved into the 2000s. I was like 2002 when Human Emergency came out.
Yeah, Human Emergency came out.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. So, but I mean, we skipped over the Grapetree days. So
Yeah, going back to the Grapetree days.
yeah, Grapetree days. Going to Berean Christian Bookstore because mom and dad was always had us up at Berean, and
Yep.
asking them for demos, making demos, putting on those little headphones.
Yep, the little Sony weak headphones. You had to press it up against your ear to be able to hear the bass because it was nothing but mid and treble.
No,
That's all it was. You had
all
the
it
fake
was.
bass.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those was good times. Those was good times. So that was my. This is the reason why, like I said, I love Christian hip hop. But we are on here, as you can see on the screen. The screen.
Stream.
As you can see on the I can't talk on the screen. We are headed up to Swoope's Grammy celebration. So
Yeah.
super excited. It's actually fitting that we're in the car because I was driving back down to South Carolina, living in South Carolina at the time, driving back down, and you actually, I can't remember if you actually burned me a copy of The Air by Swoope, or either you told me
Guys,
about it.
First of all, about burning copies. So some of y'all that are watching know about that, and I'm repenting right now publicly
Well,
because I bought it, and then he didn't,
Yes.
and maybe vice versa.
Something like
But
that.
we was sharing music and we was cutting into you all's pace. So I asked for forgiveness.
Hey, I've put so many people on the Swoope, so
Yeah.
I feel like I've earned the right
To do so.
In the past, I knew that I was going to do this in the future. So,
yeah.
At any rate, either you bought it, and either gave me a DVD, or maybe that was a free release. The Air. It might have been a free release, but at any rate, you said check out this dude. It was the Mario Flow. I can't remember the name of it, but it was that. I was like, oh, this dude is dope. And he's kind of like Lupe.
Yeah.
And I was a
that's why I fell in love with him.
huge Lupe fan.
Man, same.
And he's still like, this is off topic, but he's the rapper that don't nobody want to mess with.
No.
I know they're doing this little beef thing right now, but ain't nobody trying to mess with Lupe.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Swoope. So it's fitting that we're in the car because I remember I had a 7-hour drive back down to Spartanburg, South Carolina from Cincinnati, Ohio. You told me about that album. I burned it, and I was like, I'll listen to this on the way down. By the time I hit the bridge in Cincinnati, I had probably listened to Super Mario Brothers thing like 4 times in a row. I would just listen to that bug like, this is crazy, like the wordplay, the storytelling,
Right.
like mapping the two stories together.
Yep.
I was just like, this dude is freaking brilliant.
Yep.
I'm in Kentucky now, and I'm listening. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm listening to. Like, this is what I've been missing.
Yeah.
I listened to The Air back to back to back. However many times you can listen to that album in 7 hours.
It was on rotation like
Fam, that's what I did. That's what I did. So I've been a super Swoope fan ever since. From The Air to The Zoo, to Wake Up, to Spring Fling, to We Live as Kings, to High Society Collective, to Sunshine, to Wake Up. I already said Wake Up. I skipped Cinema.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
I'm a big Swoope fan, so when he announced that he was dropping this, or that he was doing this celebration, I was like, man, that'd be dope. Nice to come up to, but I live in Texas now. I can't just zip up the road. But I thought it was on May 20th. I hit the mic again. Sorry, y'all. I thought it was May 20th. My big bro, as you can see, you probably can't see his hoodie, but his hoodie says Film Junkie. He is he's in film, and he's dope. He has a fantastic YouTube channel. You should go check that out. But he had a documentary premiere last night.
Yeah.
For the 12th and M documentary of our church that we grew up at. It was fantastic. But we had that I was on the 19th. In my brain, I thought that this Swoope thing was on the 20th. But then he had a promo video saying that it was on April the 20th. And I was just like, not the May 20th? It's okay. So I was like, I called my wife. I was like, babe, hear me out. It's a situation going on right now where I can hit both of these things on back-to-back days. We're going to be very tired. But I think we should do this. So I talked to my wife. She gave me the thumbs up. I called V. So then V had to go do the same thing I just did.
Yep.
Which was talk to his wife.
Yep.
And shout out to wives. They gave us thumbs up.
Yep.
And here we are. We're in the car back to where it started for me.
Right.
Checking out Swoope. So
Yeah. Super dope. I'm excited, man, because I said the last time we probably both seen Swoope. You've seen Swoope before.
Yeah.
But the last time I've seen Swoope was when we lived as Kings. And when those 4 brothers, they were together.
let's talk about. Can we hit a pause button and talk about Dre Murray? Or we'll put a pin in it. We'll come back to Dre Murray. But keep going.
But yeah, so that was the last time I seen, first and last time I seen Swoope in person in concert. And it was quite the show. I mean, and then they ended that joint on his song, right? They came back.
They ended it on Yahweh. I'm grieving a little drive that has all that from it. Lost that joint. Flight back from Indonesia, so it's like it's gone. Like that flight flew back to Indonesia. I wasn't getting that back.
Yeah.
But I had the footage from that. I remember it was me, you, K Drama was in the building.
Yep.
I feel like D-Mob was there too.
Oh yeah, I think all the Cincinnati heavy hitters.
And all the FIC people were there too.
Yep.
And they did Yahweh. That mug was so crazy. And when it ended, the whole crowd was like, "Yo, is the king!" And it was still going. And then I want to say DJ Dorsey might have been a DJ that night. I'm getting it all mixed up. But anyway, it was so hyped that they encored it.
They encored that.
And did the whole song over again. It was.
They brought that one.
It was wild. It was wild. So
yeah, Swoope, man. Hey, if you're watching this, you are still climbing. Like this guy has not ever, in my opinion, my humble opinion, has ever plateaued. It's like every album has gotten better and better and better. And it's like I can't wait for the next one.
I can't wait for tonight because it's gonna have a full band. And you know he's a musician. Like he's
a musician.
Like he MDs like KB. I don't know if he's the MD, but I think he's the MD, musical director.
Yep.
When they go on tour and stuff like that. He just has some clips where he was on the keys at Winter Jam. Yeah, Winter Jam. So
man.
Swoope the genius. But now let's pivot.
Okay.
Like a Euro step. And then a left hand layup to Dre Murray.
So Dre Murray, I don't know if was it you or me?
You put me on Dre Murray.
Okay,
it didn't stop in the 90s. You put me on the dope stuff. It carried on. So
I happened to stumble across Dre Murray like almost like 15, maybe 14 years ago, and
around there, yeah.
And I was thinking of when I heard, I can't remember what
it was more than that,
but it was Hell's Paradise with him and Wit. Now listen, Wit, I don't know where this cat is at, but when him and Dre Murray get together and they start to produce that magic, it's cinema.
Yeah,
it's cinematic storytelling.
It's crazy.
It's nuts like that.
Yeah.
So I was like listening to the album, and I immediately was like, "Yo, Byron has to know about this. Like, send it to him." And we were both like fans ever since.
I know exactly where I was at. I was at T's house, and we were at our sister's house.
Yeah.
Because I was back in town, and I was working on like her flower bed.
Yeah.
Cause I don't have a green thumb at all, but I like getting in the dirt and doing stuff.
Yeah.
And shout out to our big sister, or my big sister,
right.
Your little sister.
Right.
And I was working and you sent it to me, and he had a joint in there called Stomp, where he was like talking like Christian rappers.
Yup.
And it was just like, it was ridiculous. And then I wish my phone is recording. I wish I could like get the track list. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Go ahead and get the track list.
Matter of fact, we got 2 miles before we gotta
pivot.
Yeah, because we got the
Akron.
because we got the Akron exit right there. So we gonna get there like right as it started. It starts like in 20 minutes. But let me see if I can find. See, I don't know how to use these fancy phones
Right there.
I don't know if Hell's Paradise is on streaming anymore.
He probably took it down because I know he's like he went ahead and pivot away from people in his pocket with his music, and was like, you know what? Nah.
Yep. And I ain't mad at him for doing it because
not at all.
They're making our greats retire because and I heard he did. I heard him. I don't know if he said he's like retired, but I think he said he's
he's not retired. Like he's still dropping heat. I'm part of his newsletter, so
okay.
Yeah, he's still be making heat, promoting and everything like that. So yep, support.
Dre Murray's Hell's Paradise.
I like how you be like, yeah. You know, when you hear that, you know it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, man. Then he has the best story in Christian hip hop history. Like, you're a filmmaker, if you can make a movie called the story of Lively Hood.
Man, look, man, I'm telling you, it was cinema. It's like you're hearing what he's saying and you can see it in your mind, like vividly. And speaking of, another shout out that he collabed with.
Who's that?
Doing the videos.
Oh, Alex Faith.
Yes. That whole thing that they did.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
What was the name of it?
I can't remember. But
I know what you're talking about.
but him and Alex Faith, they dropped that thing.
Oh, let's get we gotta get the directions. So we getting off of exit, right?
Yep, exit right here.
Okay. So we getting off. This is we on 7. We getting on I-76.
Yep.
We right there. Hold on. Y'all don't hear me, so I'm gonna flip this camera out so y'all can see that we are officially in Akron. Shout out to this to Northeast Ohio.
Yep.
My wife is from up here. There it go.
My first time going to Akron ever.
Yes, sir.
Anything close to it.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been up to Canton a whole lot. That's home for that's my second home.
Wow.
Shout out to Pizza Oven Pizza. Pizza Oven Pizza. Like for us, like we have La Rosa's.
Yeah.
They have Pizza Oven Pizza. Okay. You gotta say pizza twice. You just can't say I had Pizza Oven. No, it's Pizza Oven Pizza. Pizza Oven Pizza. So yeah, so shout out to Akron. But yeah, that joint with Alex Faith was super dope. Oh, that's what
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
We got 17 miles on here.
Yeah, you got 17 miles.
All right, we good. There goes my ADD kicking in. I'm like, what was I doing? Why did I have a phone in my hand? How do I get back to where I was at?
But yeah, yeah, man, that album that they dropped together, that was fun. That to me is like,
yeah, it's
like unless I'm purposefully talking about it, like how we're doing right now, I won't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do think about it, I'm like, yeah, that was one heck of an album and visuals that they put together with it. So, Hell's Paradise.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. D-Mob is on here.
Yeah.
When I think that I'm writing, I'm really just boring. I'm warring, my flesh dead wrong like I'm Darwin. Carving the track, I can see the beat scoring. Sitting behind bars and begging for your pardon. Darling, please don't take this the wrong way. But
man, look. Like I said, the beats, go ahead.
Mockery.
Y'all don't understand.
I gotta go back and listen to this whole body of work.
The whole we got 3 hour ride back. We got time.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen.
Mockery.
Is that his kids doing that?
yes. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't nobody touching this even now.
This is what we like to call
Mockery.
yes. Homie, what is this, the circus? Tell me what's the purpose. And please don't tell me that I only scratched the surface. It's fine, and you flirting. Can't take another line of this. Somebody yell curtains. I mean, is it worth?
Yeah, Dre Murray is definitely in, I would say, a class of his own. You know, like, or I should say, he's within like a pocket of a very few.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not trying to be like hyperbolic, and I'm not trying to like be caught up in the emotion of like nostalgia. But is there a better mixtape than Hell's Paradise, the deluxe? Like,
well, I mean, again, Swoope, because Swoope had the Zoo.
that's true.
And I don't know if that would be considered a mixtape, but it felt like a mixtape.
It did feel like a mixtape, but like this is
well, this was a definitely a trend. It was like a stream of thought.
yeah,
And it was well thought out. I mean, like it was planned. Like he was going on a story. He was going on a journey.
Yeah.
Watching. It was cinematic. Like
are there people in the chat?
it was a cinematic, visual,
No.
storytelling of music.
Yeah, it was just great. Remember this one though.
Feel good, man. Hey, and another one. Too classy. Too classy. Don't even ask me. Wanna walk right past me.
It sounds like very much like 69, D-Mob.
They say
It does.
When he's singing those choruses, that
does.
sounds like D-Mob.
That does. You know, matter of fact, this song, I have a great memory of this song because I DJ'd a fashion show.
Oh, yes.
And I played this, and everybody was just like, because I don't think I had the instrumental. Did I have the instrumental? I couldn't have the instrumental. Maybe I just like did something to turn down the vocals a little bit when he was rapping, but then like during the course I turned it all the way up. And they were just like, I forgot what line it was, but the lady was just like, "That's the perfect song for my line of clothes." She was like, "What is this?" I was just like, "The Dre Murray." That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I got a great memory of that. Oh, everybody remembers this one. This is from everybody knows it's from Lecrae, but this isn't Lecrae. This is Dre Murray and Von Wise.
Oh my God.
Everybody knows this from Lecrae.
Right.
I be out that MLK, Belfort that be where I stay. Southport Houston, Texas, we be shining like some candy paint. Wood up in that dash, man, we be by our cash, man. Going for that 5 in a fast lane. Slow-mo, Wale on that go-go, we be on that screw though. You be in the whip, I'm in that Hundo. You know, boys riding Chevy and we stay chasing that Betty. Screw the top, Auburn Kelly, we might stream. While I'm sipping on my side phone. Kickers in the back banging like a xylophone.
Man, and this is the one. This was my favorite one on here.
Yeah. You had a video to this too.
Tough.
We say hello, how you doing? Really nice to meet you. You a Christian? Oh man, me too. Checking on the internet like everywhere.
It's the same story today.
Smiling in your face, but in my heart I wanna beat you. But ain't no competition. Listen, man, I was just playing when I said that you ain't doing it like me. Okay, I may be talk behind your back. Kinda said that you was flag, and a flag I think I spoke. Say you promoting on the internet like everywhere I go. Check your page and it's like every week you got a show. I'm like, what I gotta do? Tryna.
Speaking of beef,
Uh-oh.
there was a little bit of a tiff between Dre and I know who it is. I know who the artist is.
Probably part 2.
What was the name of the song? But yeah,
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about. I just can't remember the name of it and how it went, but I remember there being a song he put out.
what was it? Guys, if anybody's listening right now, you can put it in the chat what it is. But yeah, he had a song, and I remember like what happened and why it became an issue. But yeah, I'm hesitating because I don't want to say Dre bodied the guy, but Dre kind of bodied the guy. the song was ridiculous.
I kind of went in on it a little bit. Like,
he went in on the situation. He went in on the situation. Yeah,
right.
So.
Right. Dang.
This was it's funny. You remember this one?
Where's all the money?
Yes.
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Yes.
Go ahead and add it up. Every cent's accounted for.
That it's classic.
See this?
Yep.
That's a car.
Yeah.
275,000. Might want to hang on it out.
Snow in the summertime, 100 in the wintertime, bitter in the sweet combined.
Man, what is it?
Like if I ever was to an album, he would be my producer.
You in the hood, you doing fine, but my man ain't got it down. You get out the hood, you cross the line. Must be out of flipping with the 9. You gain respect for doing time. Them smart girls not even 9. What they want is let it down. In school I can't, but I can spit and kick a loaded rhyme. All while smoking down.
And
That's 4
you know what?
times, I'm
Dre
so
Murray
close to 50. Then I'ma grab the mic and take
Made
over
me want to get back into rap back in the day.
Really?
Oh yeah, because he was telling stories like the way how I like to do conceptual type songs myself. And this song, I remember this song because I had a song that I wanted to do that was kind of like reflective, and it was a song that it's a song that I got. Like I had never recorded, but I got like 2 verses, and it was called Deja Vu. And it's not me rapping backwards, but I'm telling the story of a person that starts off and this guy's body is laying in the alley, and then it's like bullets come out of his body, and then everything is I'm rapping in reverse the story, and then it begins with him like making a wrong decision, and it's like Deja Vu, talking about like, oh, we here again, but I wish I could if I was here, I would do it all different.
Gotcha.
And then when I got to the beginning, the next song would be him making the right choice of decision. So it was like conceptual, like I'm telling you, man, like I used to be thinking on that level of like, you know, cinematic storytelling.
Right.
Besides just being like alternate rap bars.
So I see why you would like, why he would be inspired.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And the other reason why I like this song is because of the chorus. Like, it's 248 ways to be stupid.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I should, now that I have a radio show, I should have a segment called 248 ways to be stupid. And just like whatever happens.
It's almost like your donkey of the day.
Yeah, like donkey of the day. Like reason number 47.
Right.
Like,
248 ways to be stupid.
I almost said like a real life situation.
Yeah.
But it would have been too soon, and it would have been outside of my character to do that. So. Praise God for the Holy Ghost.
Right.
All right, I'm trying to see if I can find Hell's Paradise. So I'm just listening on Bandcamp. That's all I'm doing. Good old Dre Murray, man.
Oh, man, look at them houses over there. They look like a compound almost. Like the military.
You look like you don't want to live over there.
Nah, like it's all too much the same.
Nah, that's too much. You gotta switch that up.
Yep.
With Dre Murray. Oh, I see 4 people are actually watching. I don't know where they're watching at.
What's up?
If you are, this is my first time doing this, so we on the road. Again, if you're just now popping in, we are headed up to Swoope's Grammy celebration. Supposed to be a dope event, man. Natalie Lauren's gonna be in the building. Lecrae's gonna be in the building. Taylor Gray, I hear he's supposed to be in the building. It would be dope if Christian Gray is there.
I don't see no reason why not. I think he, last I heard, he was in Hamilton still.
Okay.
In Hamilton.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
And I heard that he was somewhere else, like in Florida or something.
He could have moved.
I be hearing all types of stuff.
Yeah.
But man, shout out to Christian Gray. He did drop School of Roses Reloaded.
Now I saw that, and I didn't make it a priority yet to sit down.
There's some changes. There's some changes in it, and I'm like he's had. I'm a huge fan of Christian Gray, and I'm not gonna let. Once again, I'm choosing my words wisely. I'll say this: sometimes popular Christian hip hop outlets. Oh, we gotta see where we going. Be 2 miles. Off of this exit.
Right here.
Yeah. So let me put that down for you so you can see.
Yep.
I don't let popular Christian YouTubers through what they talk about color an entire person's personality now.
Oh, yeah.
Like Christian Gray, he went through some things. I mean, you gotta think about his career. Like he's been through some tough things in his career as it relates to music labels, as I understand it.
Yep.
He had people who not do him well when it comes to the music side of business. And you can't tell somebody how to handle it. You can talk about how you would handle it.
Right.
But until you go through something, and you got to realize that, like, even here recently, like the passing of his mother.
Yeah.
I know he had a short stint working with Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
We don't know how that ended or anything. But you gotta have grace for people, and I'm not gonna let, like, even like I know he made the comment recently that Christian hip hop was dead, and people really laid into him heavy. And I was just kind of like, man, people are people. They be going through stuff, and sometimes they gotta vent, and they gotta get that stuff out.
Right.
But yeah, anyway, way off topic. But he did drop School of Roses Reloaded, and he had some things taken off of it that were on the original. But at the same time, like, Christian Gray let us in on his life.
Oh yeah.
And was rapping about real stuff that was going on in his real marriage, and that real marriage actually did end, and they had a child together. So it's like, some of those songs, they may mean a certain thing to us, but it may mean something totally different to him.
Right.
So it's some people were like, oh man, I can't believe he pulled that. I can't believe he pulled that. And I'm like, I had those same thoughts too, because on not on Wanna, when Jay Gibbons' verse didn't come in, I was just like, oh man, like that was a dope verse.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like, hey, ain't none of my business why he chose to have that in. But yeah,
Right.
just kind of rambling. But shout out to Christian Grey. I would love my homie Bars and Beats. He said we live. He said y'all twins. That's funny. Yeah. This is my blood brother. We are like 6 years and 20 days apart.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
You were both January birthdays.
Yep.
So shout out to my homie Bars and Beats. Bars and Beats. Let's talk about Bars and Beats real quick.
All right, let's do that.
If like he interacting with him is like interacting with myself when I was 19 years old or 18 or whatever, however old he is. Like,
Right.
like he supports everybody.
Right. Right.
He is fans and big up everybody.
Right.
And I just love it. So man, I'm so happy that Bars, that you're in here, man. We are on our way to Swoope's Grammy celebration, man. We on our way. It's actually starting in 1 minute.
Matter of fact, hold on. Speaking of Grammy, didn't he have a song called Grammy Celebration on was it HSOP whatever?
Did he?
Because it was him, and who was on there? It was 3 other people, and it was like it was almost like their version of the Grammy family. You remember how Kanye West did his Grammy family?
I don't know.
And then I want to say that
Maybe
Swoope
so.
had a song with the other 3, and it was something about like the Grammy or something like that.
I do know he had a song, the song he had with Natalie Warren.
It was Natalie Warren, and who was the other 2 that was on it? It was the singer who did the, you know what I'm talking about? The guy who was...
JR?
Not JR. I don't think... It wasn't JR. It was the other guy who did the song about Satan. Like, they say that his heart is...
That's JR. It's Courtney Orlando. He was talking about Courtney Orlando at the time.
You're right. Thank you.
We just passed a Long John Silver's. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a Long John Silver's back there. That's crazy. All right, go ahead.
Yes, but yes. Anyways, when you said that, I was like, yeah, I remember him having a song that was very similar to the Grammy. But go ahead, yes.
But that was off of his 24 album. They're gonna do that song tonight. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my real life mind. This is gonna be a celebrate. It's gonna be a celebrate.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Bars, man. That's the homie. That's my little bro. He said he wanted to go. It's a party. Yeah. You know what we're talking about. Man, I appreciate you being here, man. I've never done this before. But for context, my brother lives up in Cincinnati. I flew up to Cincinnati for his release of his documentary. His hoodie says Film Junkie. He's a dope. He does film, does color grading. He does everything.
Yeah, all around filmmaker.
Just give him a camera and get out the way.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we need to Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you have a CHH like concert and you want it to be covered like press, fly me and my brother out. We will have a full step and repeat in the background. We'll have podcasts set up.
Everything.
We will cover the people as they're walking in. We'll cover them as they're coming out.
Yep.
I promise you, you have to pay us. You have to pay us for flights and all that good stuff.
Right.
But you will have a concert documentary like you've never had before.
Yeah.
So Bars, clip this and send this out.
Right.
Because right. I'm not sure if anybody has done that yet. But what were we saying? Shout out to ADD.
No, we was just basically talking about like how we're going to this Grammy celebration and everything.
It's a party.
It's gonna be dope. I got my camera in the back.
Just in case.
Yep, I'm loaded up.
Just in case.
I'm walking in there with the camera regardless. Listen, I don't have to interview anybody. Just the whole sheer fact of being able to capture the moment in 4K.
Well, the thing is, I hear this is gonna be a live recording.
Oh, it is.
So he is gonna.
Okay, well then maybe I don't need to
a live recording. I mean, I don't know what he's going. I'm not sure how he's gonna produce that.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of like what like No Big Deal is doing with shout out to Canton. I gotta shout out to Canton 'cause my wife's from Canton, Northeast Ohio. So the Canton side. There it go. There it go. Yeah. All right, we back. Man, really shout out to ADD. But yeah, so we're excited. We're excited to be heading up here. But what I was saying is he's in Cincinnati, I'm in Texas. So it's rare that we get together and do this. So I figured we got our last hour, our last 30-40 minutes into the city. I was like, I'm just gonna turn on Restream and us just talking. We started off talking about Swoope, and we started talking about Dre Murray, we talking about Christian Grey. Yeah, just having fun here. So man, this is it's cool being up here. I don't think I've been up near Canton probably in a couple years. Me and my wife we haven't been up here in a few years. So
Yeah.
good to be up here. Man, what else? Thank y'all for watching. We got 6 people watching. This is funny because I never go live.
Hey, well, we here live now. We live twice.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be like, this show starts. It starts now at 7:30. We about what 6 minutes out? Yeah, about 6 minutes out.
Yep.
It'll be nice and dark by the time we get out, but maybe we pop a light on and maybe we give y'all like
our initial reaction.
Our initial reaction to the amazingness that we're getting ready to partake in. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else for like context of like yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Lecrae is here tonight, I might get to meet the GOAT. I know that may for some people like blah blah blah, like he's the GOAT. I mean he's done too much. But I'll get I just interviewed Armand Wakeup, who lives here in Ohio, and we just talked about Ohio being the greatest state as it relates to Christian hip hop. And I got a lot of good pushback because Q Flow was just kind of like, it's Philly, and I'm like, you got a strong point. And then I embarrassed myself because I gave my top 5 and I didn't have Eshawn Burgundy in it, which is egregious at best, at least. So but yeah, so I modified it. I took Fanatic out and I put Eshawn in. So I think my point guard, I had The Truth.
Interesting. Okay.
And I think the shooting guard I had Ambassador.
Wow.
Then I had Swift, R Swift at the 3.
Okay.
I had I've had an amendment because the U.S. Constitution gets like 26 amendments.
Man,
I get an amendment on this.
Right.
So I have Eshawn at the 4, and then the 5. Who did I have? Oh, Jafire Life.
Oh wow. Okay.
So Philly is strong. So that's good pushback from Q Flow. But I heard some people say Florida, some people say Texas.
Right.
I'm like, Texas, yeah, you got Lecrae, you got Trip, you got Tadashi, you got Von Juan. So you got some people down here in Texas. You got you got some people. But is Dre Murray Texas technically?
I think he's Texas.
Yeah, he's Texas.
Yeah.
So Texas, Texas, you have a puncher's chance, but when you go to that bench, I don't know what you got when you go to that bench. But yeah, so if you care to check out me and Armand's conversation about Ohio's rich legacy in Christian hip hop,
definitely a rich legacy.
Yeah, because I think.
Speaking of Ohio, gotta give a shout out to K Drama, who was just recently inducted into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
That's true. That's true.
So that's even more proof. If you want to, pull it up, because receipts don't lie.
Yep.
And just look at who's been honored and be like, count them states up.
Hey, that's the way to do it. But also, you gotta think about this. We all know DJ Wado, right?
Yeah.
What does the O stand for?
Oh.
It stands for Ohio. Y'all can fact check me, but I'm pretty sure, like, Wado's from Ohio. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
100%. But I'm pretty sure his name is Wade.
Right.
The O is Ohio. Wado, if you ever watch this, if y'all clip this and post this and I'm lying, then like, hey, I put on one of those big Rashard McCann caps on my head. But if not, I'm pretty sure that it stands for Ohio. So
wow.
But yeah, so Ohio has contributed so much. Oh, are we getting off the exit? Oh yeah, we are getting off the exit.
We there.
We are 2 minutes out from going to experience this Swoope celebration.
Yep.
I'm super excited. Like I said, Natty Lauren's gonna be there, so they gonna do that song. Lecrae's gonna be there. Taylor Gray's gonna be there. So, man, if you haven't already, I did get the opportunity. Very, very dope record. And he said in that interview that he's not done for the year. So, so maybe we might get some brand new music tonight. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. That's one thing about like a good MC. When you have that much talent, it's hard to run out. You know how like you get a bunch of one-hit wonders because it's like they quote unquote blew their whole load on the first album, and then that was it. It's like you ain't got nothing else. That was your best.
Yeah.
Okay. But a person like this, you can tell they got longevity because it's like I said, every album gets better and better. And when you're just skilled like that, it's like you can just rest assured that when they retire, it's because they wanted to, not because they had to.
Yeah.
You know, like they like it kind of reminded me of like Jay-Z when he did the Black album, and he was like, "This is my encore. This is my victory lap. I'm done."
Yeah.
No, you're not done because it's like you still got a lot to say because you're talented.
Right.
And so I look at Swoope and I have that type of respect for him, where it's like, no, like you're not an accident, you're not a fluke, you're just super talented, to where it's like without question, when you're done, it's because you.
Yeah, not that people are like you putting out stuff and everybody's just like, why is he still making music?
It's like it's not even relevant anymore. Like no.
Oh, there it is. And shout out, this is at LeBron's house. Like, this is about to be super dope. Oh, where we at? Did it pull us to the right place?
Okay.
Oh, I think the parking's up around front.
Okay.
I think it's up around front. So
Go ahead and whip it around.
all right, y'all. Well, we here and we need to make sure that we get into the place. So I appreciate y'all. We had some listeners pop in and out of here. We at Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary, the home of the LeBron James. So yeah, we about to go in here and turn up because we can. Cause we can. That's the name of the song with whatchamacallit, with Natalie Lauren and Swoope and all them. So hey, we love it. Oh, and one last thing is, you guys know I always end every single video with peace in and confusion out and be positive. The peace in and confusion out, that came from him. We used to say that on the phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
But anyway, we out. Appreciate y'all, and we may check back in afterwards. We may check back in. So in conclusion, peace in
And confusion out.
Let's go.